please open all the windows. We want all our neighbors, the whole town, and the whole county to know that Krishna Janmastami is going on. And please invite all your 5,000 friends. Tell them the party's on. They should come down here because it's going to get busy here. Okay? So there's more windows, so we can open them all. I believe they do work. This is Germany. Everything is supposed to work, right? Otherwise, we need some engineers here. Yeah, just open up. Also this side, open everything. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naranjaivo narottamam devim sarasatim vyasam tadhojayam mudirayet nastaprayeshu badreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki tatha rajastamo bhava kamaloba dayaschaye chetaetaya ratam vidam sitvam sattve prasidati bhajantyananya manaso bhagavat bhakti yogataha Bhagavat Tattva Vijnana Mukta Sangasya Jayate. So today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 1st chapter, text number 3. Avatiryaya Dorvangse Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavanaha Kritavanyani Vishvatma Tani Novada Vistarat. The Super Soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the cause of the cosmic manifestation, appeared in the dynasty of Yadu. Please tell me elaborately about his glorious activities and character from the beginning to the end of his life. Purport. Who is our operator here? Tech support on aisle number 1. We need a purport here. There's a lot of talk going on and a lot of group movement. Yeah, just put that whole thing on the screen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. As you can see, even if you have technology, sometimes there are glitches. Have you noticed? Huh? Glitches, bugs. So, what are you going to do? Huh? Improvise, yes. You can't call grandma because she's already passed on. Huh? You can't count your money because it's all virtual. Huh? So what do you have to do? You have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because this world does not work by mechanics. This world works by mantra. There is yantra and mantra. This is yantra. This is just a machine. But mantra is much more powerful than yantra. So if you learn the art of how to use mantra, then you will actually make advancement in life. Because yantra is limited. Mantra is unlimited. What would you rather have? Mantra or yantra? Mantra. Okay, so that's why you're here. Now I know you're already IIT, NIT, and whatever kind of wallas, so you already gotten all your degrees, but you're here to learn mantra. And not just any kind of mantra, but very special mantras. So we'll talk about this in a minute. Now this is Srila Prabhupada's purport. Because even though you may understand Sanskrit and you have some idea of what this person is talking about, what's usually missing is called context. Context. Have you ever heard people talk about tech and after 20 seconds you know they know nothing about technology? Have you ever had people who talk like that? Yeah. Why? They may have some theoretical knowledge, but they lack context. They may have gyan, but they don't have vigyan. There's no application. Information without application does not lead to realization. And without realization, without vigyan, there is no transformation. We want to have transformation. We want that something actually transforms our heart. So, Srila Prabhupada's purport. In this verse, the words Kritavan Yani indicate that all the different activities Krishna performed while present on earth are beneficial to human society. If religionists, philosophers, and people in general simply hear the activities of Krishna, they will be liberated. We have described several times that there are two kinds of Krishna Katha, represented by Bhagavad Gita, spoken personally by Krishna about himself, and Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Shukadeva Goswami about the glories of Krishna. Anyone who becomes even slightly interested in Krishna Katha is liberated. Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Parambrajet. Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 3rd chapter, text 51. Simply by chanting or repeating Krishna Katha, one is liberated from the contamination of Kali Yuga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised, Yore Deka Tore Koho Krishna Upadesh. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 7th chapter, text 128. This is the mission of Krishna consciousness, to hear about Krishna and thus be liberated from material bondage. What is the mission of Krishna consciousness? Thank you. This will come up in the exam, okay? So, you gotta pay attention. Can't be distracted. I know there's a lot going on here, but you know how to get focused, right? Focused. How do you learn how to get focused? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this mantra technology helps us tremendously, not just to achieve our ultimate purpose. Haishtam yatat punar janma jayaya. How good are you in overcoming the obstacles of repetition of birth and death? How good are you in doing that? That is the real question. So if you want to move forward in life, then use this mantra technology. Because the world doesn't work by yantra, by machine. It works by mantra. When you go to your mom and you say, what does she say? This is not my kid. My kid knows how to talk. So, what are the magic words? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You can also say, please, or thank you. Those work. Have you noticed? They work. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadhati Swapadantikam Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripadamaham bande Sri Guru Dinotaranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyaeva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Can we scroll up again? Is somebody back there, or can you again go to the beginning? Okay, we're mixing it up here, you know, different styles. Yes. So this is the beginning of the 10th canto, and you can go down. I want to see the English. Thank you. Parikshit Maharaj is asking Shukadeva Goswami to please narrate the whole story of Krishna's birth and his pastimes, his activities, in full, in totality, in toto. Because in the 9th canto, just a few chapters ago, Shukadeva gave a synopsis. You know what a synopsis is? Just very brief, sutra form. He gave 2 verses only on Krishna's birth. Now, Parikshit said, no, I don't want 2 verses. I want the whole thing. Give me the whole thing. Just like if somebody just gives you a little fraction of a rasgulla. What do you say? Aro lagbe. Besi. I need more, right? I want more. Now, it's good, it's nice. Quality is good, but quantity not sufficient. I need more. So, and that's why Parikshit, he's asking Shukadeva to please give him the whole nectar of Krishna's pastimes. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyang evang yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti sorjuna. Which means that if you know everything about janma, karma, chame divyam, about the transcendental birth and activities of Krishna in truth, tattvataha, then what happens? You get liberated. Anybody wants to get liberated? No, you like it too much in Germany, right? You worked so hard to get here, right? You don't want to go, you don't want to leave. There's danger there, you know? You might be born as a Mercedes or as a Porsche or as a German techie. How about that? Because whatever you meditate upon, that will influence your state of being. So, there's 2 different types of Krishna Katha. One is the Katha that Krishna spoke personally, which is in which book? Which book? Yes, this is going to come up in the exam, okay? If you want to get prasad afterwards, you have to do the 108 question quiz, okay? Don't worry, we're not going to ask you about your bank account and your PIN number and how much money you make and all that. Just simple things. And there's a second type of Krishna Katha, which is Bhagavat Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is all about Krishna's pastimes, from all his different devotees, from all his incarnations, from all the different sages and saints. Tarko pratishta shrutayo vibhinna nayasya rishirmatam nabinnam dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam mahajanoyena gatak sapanta. That dry logic and argument are inconclusive. Tarko, you know tarki? Tarka, debate. Now very popular, especially online. Are you engaging in debate sometimes? Are you still writing reviews? And no more debate. It's usually a waste of time. Why is it a waste of time? Because tarko pratishta. Pratishta. What is pratishta? Pratishta. Abhiman. Do you ever had Abhiman? Yeah? Ego. Yes. Too much. Too much ego. Have you met people who have too much ego? Do you want to talk with them? Do you want to argue with them? Okay, very good, very good. Good class here. They already figured it out. So, arguments and logic are inconclusive. Why? Because they're based on pratishta, they're based on pride. And even though you may defeat every argument, at the end the person will say, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not accepting. So that's why arguments are useless. Okay? Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. The true nature. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Guha means cave. Where do you keep your secrets? Huh? Swiss bank account? If you need a Swiss banker, talk to my older brother, Michael. But he just retired. So, where do you keep your secrets? Huh? Where do you keep them? Under your pillow? In the freezer box of your fridge? No. On your phone? Huh? On Google Cloud? No. No. Why not? Huh? Because it can be stolen, right? It can be taken by so many agencies, yeah, so many different people. So where do you keep your secrets? Huh? I can read your minds. I can read minds. I hear a lot of noise out here. Okay, we're all here to see Thakur, but for what reason? Danam dehi, rupam dehi ma dehi, gimme, ami lagbe, taka lagbe, paisa. Huh? How many of you are born here in Germany? How many of you are born here in Germany? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a little one, yes. Now for the rest of all of us, what are you doing here? Huh? Kya hai? Huh? What are you doing here? It's a good question to ask, right? Not just at immigration, but like every morning. What am I doing here? Huh? Yeah, but money you can make anywhere. You know, you can make 1 lakh running around, but you can make 1 crore sitting down. Huh? Chup kore boshe tako. You just shut up and you sit down and you actually think, what am I doing here? What is my goal? And you can make 100 times more. Okay? So stop running around. Stop trying to get faster, smarter, better. That's not the goal. You have to know context. And context means you have to actually learn how to ask the right kind of questions. I just gave a lecture in Monterrey in the MIT of Mexico. And I told them that you know how to read, you know how to write, you know how to count. But did they teach you how to think? Did you learn how to think? What does thinking mean? Whoever said yes, what does thinking mean? Huh? Yes. So what does thinking mean?
According to me, it means when you are about the materialistic world, you are trying to connect with something which is not existing.
Okay. What does thinking mean? It's okay. Yes. How do you use your intelligence? What is a sign that you use your intelligence? It's very easy to just talk from the mind, you know, manodharma. Huh? You just start talking. Okay. What does thinking mean? This is called Sambandha Gyan, epistemology. There's too much technology, there's too much IT here. Huh? Anyone, Jawaharlal Nehru, any people, humanities, philosophy, Vedanta, Saddarshan, anybody? Shunya, nothing, right? Thinking means that you're able to ask relevant questions. I don't have all the answers, but you have to know where you can get your answers. And that is called parampara. You heard of parampara? Evam parampara praptam imam raja arsheo viduhu sakali nehamasta yoganasta parantapa. You have to be in parampara. You can't just make stuff up. You have to actually follow the tradition. You have to know where it comes from. So for that, we have to ask meaningful questions in order to understand context. Have you ever been to a zoo? If not, you had a miserable childhood. Please go to a zoo, okay? It's your homework for the rest of the year. Go see a zoo. What do you go to see when you go to a zoo? Elephant. What else? Lion. Tiger. Any other? What about spiders? Snot. Huh? Bear. Okay. But what's the first thing you go to see when you walk into the zoo? Huh? Security? Bathroom? Huh? The place? No. First thing you want to see is the map. And then on the map, what's the first thing you're looking for? No. No. There is a red point, correct. 5 points for the gentleman with the North Face cap. Huh? You are here. If you don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going. And any road will take you there. So, you have to be able, you know GPS? Yeah? You have to have a clear signal from 3 satellites. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Otherwise, you're not going to know where you're going. So, we also have those 3 satellites. It's called Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. GSS. Why is teacher not enough? Why is teacher not enough? Because he can make mistakes, yes. Why is sadhus not enough? You're all the sadhus. This is satsang. Satam prasanga mamavirya samvido bhavanti ritkarana rasayana kata jajoshu rashu apavarga vartmani shrada ratir bhaktir anukramishyati. When you're in the association of sat, of truthful people, who are not just talking, you know, whatever, but actually meaningful things, what happens? Shraddha. Your faith actually increases. Rati, you gain attraction. You feel like, yeah, this is nice. I want more of this. This is good stuff. Give me more. And then bhaktir, anukramishati. Through bhakti, through devotion, you can actually overcome all the obstacles. Have you faced obstacles in coming to Germany? Anybody? No, it was easy, right? It was super easy, right? You just walked in here and said, Haribo, I'm here, right? No. Durga. What does it mean, Durga? Have you heard of Durgama, Kalima? Yeah. Durga, Durgama. It makes going difficult. Why? Because she's riding a tiger and she's got 10 weapons. And one of them is the Trishul. Do you know the Trishul? Huh? Adhyatmik, Adidaivik, Adibautika Klesha. What does it mean? Suffering from your own body and mind. Do you ever suffer from your body or your mind? You see this here? Huh? I banged my head at some shower box, you know, because I was not humble enough. Too much abhiman. I should have kept my head down, but I kept my head up and bang. I banged it. So, then, Adidaivik, it's a little hot outside, not for you, but for the locals. You notice? 30 plus, they don't like it. And then other living entities are giving you trouble. Any co-workers? Any bosses? No? Any tax collectors? Any relatives? No. No problems, right? All shanti, 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 om shanti. So much trouble. So, we're facing all these obstacles, but we want to overcome these obstacles. How do you overcome those obstacles? Have you tried to fix problems? Anyone here? It's not a rhetorical question. If you want to sit in exit row, you have to say yes. We need a verbal yes. Yes, I will risk my life and open that door and jump out. Okay? Otherwise, you have to sit in the back in front of the toilet. So, what was the point before I got excited? Huh? Sadhu is not sufficient. Yes, practitioners are good. But practitioners are all on different stages of development. And if they're all in the same soup, they all have the similar problems. You know? They all have the similar mindset. That's why you also need Shastra. This is Shastra. Shastra and Shastra, you know. You have the scripture and you have the weapon. And both can be used, but you have to have a sharp way how to use them. So, this Krishna Katha is very, very important because right now we're tuning into so many different types of sound vibrations. Shrotavyadini nararjendra ninya shanti sahasrasa apashyatam atmatattvam griheshu grihamedinam. Right now there's so many topics that are of interest. How much is the rupee to the euro?
102. 102.
That was fast, huh? That was fast, huh? Who won the championship? Huh? Who won the cricket? Where is the best pani puri? Or the best dosa? Masala dosa? Samosi, samosi, samosi. You know all that stuff, right? But do you know about Krishna? You ask anybody, who is Krishna? You hear a lot of funny answers. I was just taking, oh, there is water. I can't believe it. Thank you. And Advaita, can you take out a few books just to show? Water break, 1 moment. Otherwise CPU is going on low performance. So there are so many types of topics and so many, that's okay, that's fine. You can just put them here. And a few you put up here. Thank you. This is Advaita, my old friend. He looks old, but I'm his friend. And I'm very happy. I haven't seen him for about a decade.
That's why you're happy.
No, no, that's why I was happy today, because I finally saw you. So we spent a lot of time together. So many topics to hear about, so many topics to talk about. But which topic will bring me closer to my ultimate goal? You see, whatever we meditate upon, that kind of sound vibration will actually have, you know, vasanas? Impressions. It will have an impression in my mind. And after a while, it creates what's called a samskara. Samskar. You heard of samskar? There's different samskaras, from Garbhadan samskara all the way to Ram Nam Satya Hai. You know Ram Nam Satya Hai? Yeah. You know that one, right? Yeah, good audience. They know their stuff. So samskaras are impressions on our mind. Why is it important to have proper samskaras? Any idea? For the next birth, it's important. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Good. Very well done. 10 points. It's important to have grandmothers, you know, because they remember that stuff. All the other guys, yeah, they know Python and, you know, and this and that and the other thing, but you ask them, you know, sanskaras, what? What are we talking about here? I was just taking a flight. I just came from the Caribbean. So, and one originally Indian gentleman next to me looked at me and he saw that I was reading Shastra. And after a while he started chuckling. And he told me, you know, it's very funny. Did you know that you can't become a Hindu unless you're born a Hindu? Have you heard that joke before? No? And I said, really? Why? How come? Like, give me some pramana. You know pramana? Yeah, give me some evidence. Give me some of that real stuff, you know? And he went on and on and on, and he talked about, you know, I heard and this and that and the other thing. And then at one point, he paused and he said, actually, I don't know. And I said, really? That is the first true thing that you said in the last 7 minutes. Have you heard of Bhagavad Gita? He said, kinda. Have you read it? No. You know? What does Krishna say in the Bhagavad Gita about birth? I know there's 700 verses. There's a lot of verses. There's a lot of topics. But in regards to, does Krishna say Janma karma? Yes, in regards to him. If you know about Krishna's birth and his appearance. What's the other one I'm looking for? Guna karma vibhagasha. How does that one start? I know the book is there, but you can't ask the book. You got to know this stuff. This will come up. This will come up in the exam. Krishna doesn't say that it is by your birth. He says guna and karma, which means your qualities and your actions. We don't care where you're born. I mean, we love all those places and we love all those people, but it's irrelevant. Did they ask you on the job application which side of the river you were born? Which temple your mom went to? No, none of that, right? They want to know what is your character and what is your capacity. What can you do? That's all that counts. So then, after a while, I just quoted 1 or 2 verses, and he decided he wanted to go back to eat his hamburger with his girlfriend because it was a little too heavy, too much philosophy. Okay, this was Tattva. We're going to switch to Leela. Do you like Leela? Yes, yes, yes. Leela. Drama, okay? But if you don't understand Tattva, you can't really relish Rasa. You understand? Like you can't be good in tech unless you understand the Tattva, unless you understand the basics, the foundational principles. You can't be good. You can be okay, but you can't be great. So that's why it's important that we actually read Shastra and we study Tattva. Otherwise, our bhava or our rasa may be misdirected. We may go in a wrong direction. Have your emotions ever taken you in a wrong direction? Has this ever happened to you? Or is it just me? Anybody? No. No emotions, right? Only Gyan. So it's important to know both. So Krishna appeared, he appeared in the prison cell of Kamsa. I know you know, but you got to give them a chance also. So, Kamsa, yes. And he appeared to his parents, Vasudeva and Devaki. Now you may say, how can the unborn take birth? How is this possible? How is this possible? There is very clear reason why it is possible. Yada yada hidharmasya. You know that one, right? Yes. And now Mahabharata movie comes on, right? Okay. New episode. Pritranaya sadhunam vinashya chaduskritam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So, Krishna appears time and time again, not because he has to, but because he likes to. Because he feels compassion. If God is omnipotent, if he's all-powerful, but he's not all-merciful, what is the use of power if you don't have kindness? It's okay that you're smart and strong and powerful and wealthy, but if you're not kind, it's useless. So Krishna comes to protect his devotees, to annihilate the demons. I think something happened right now. Haribo, Haribo? Yes? Just leave it the way it is. Thank you. And to reestablish the principles of Dharma. Because right now, Dharma is a little bit under attack. Have you noticed? You have noticed? Yes, there's a lot of things that are going on that are quite contrary to Dharma. So Krishna appears for these purposes. But in reality, all he likes to do is like this little fellow there in the yellow kurta. What does he like to do? It's all lila. It's all about Ras, right? It's me and mommy, it's me and papi, it's me and my friends. No, friends come later. But it's all about rasa. That's all he wants to do. So in a similar way, Krishna, he appeared in order to perform his beautiful pastimes. And he had so many friends in Braj. Now we have a rule here. If your phone goes off, you have to buy a set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so please put your ringer on high and text all your friends to call you. Okay, that's 2 sets already. Srimad Bhagavatam that we're speaking about is one book, but it comes in 18 volumes because it's 17,000 verses, okay? And this is the main book where you have all the tattva and all the rasa. It's all in there. So Krishna, he appeared in the prison cell of Kamsa, but then he was brought to Gokul. You heard of Gokul? How many of you have been to Vrindavan? Vrindavan jayenge? Giriraj Maharaj ke? Haribo. Good. If not yet, put it on your to-do list, okay? Top. Go to Braj. Go to Vrindavan. Okay? And you can visit Krishna Janmastami in Mathura. And you can also go to Gokul Mahavan and all these other places where Krishna performed his pastimes. So, Krishna, he's all attractive. And that means, the name Krishna means all attractive. And that means that he has unlimited type of relationships. Now, we do have a playground outside. If somebody gets impatient, then there is playground out there. There's drinks also, there's toys, there's food, there's games, just in case. So, Krishna liked to play games, all kind of games, with his friends. Now, when he first came to Gokul Mahavan, he's very small. He's so tiny. He's a small little baby. And he has two sets of parents. He has Vasudeva and Devaki in Mathura. And he's got Yasoda and Nanda Baba. And these parents take wonderful care of him. Yet Krishna, at some point, he wants to go out and herd the cows. First, actually, the calves, because he's a small boy. But Mother Yasoda doesn't like him to go out and play. Because she's afraid that my Lala, he's a small boy, and he will get lost, he'll get hurt. I don't want that. I want him to stay here. So what does he do? He talks to Nanda Baba. You notice if you can't get something for your mom, you go to dad, right? That's exactly. You know where you got that from? From Krishna. So he went to Nanda Baba and he said, you know, we're Vaishyas. We're taking care of cows. We're Govalas. So we protect the cows, we feed the cows, we milk the cows, we make sure the cows are happy. And Nanda Baba thinks, wow, my little Lala is really smart. He's a really intelligent boy. And then Krishna says, Baba, can I take the calves out? Can I take the calves out? I want to take the calves out and herd them. And then there is the argument. Mother Yasoda says no. Nanda Baba says yes. So at the end, who wins? Krishna always wins, right? Whatever he wants to have, he's getting it. Get used to it. So don't try to hide things from Krishna, because Krishna is very tricky. Have you noticed how tricky Krishna can be? Yasyaham anugrinami harishitaddanam shanai. Krishna, he can play games. One time I was in Mumbai on Marine Drive in front of St. Xavier's College. You know the place right next to Chowpatty? Right there, in that crossing, busy crossing. And there was one policeman in white uniform with Ray-Ban sunglasses, you know, these shades. And he just stopped the truck. And he was just getting the money from him, you know, bribe. Yeah? So he was holding the bribe in one hand. And I came there. There was a truck driver and the police officer. And I gave him Bhagavad Gita in the other hand. And it was a funny moment because he's holding the money and he's holding the book. And there is this Videshi, this white guy with the big nose. And I say, Danapatra, Dandeve, give me donation. And he gets confused. And he doesn't know what to do anymore. And the truck driver starts laughing. So then he just hands me the money that he got as a bribe. He hands me that money. And then the policeman starts laughing. And I start laughing. So initially it started out as a very tense situation. They're not screaming. They're just singing. They're just singing, okay? It's all lila. It's all part of the ras, you know? There is virya ras, there is adbhut ras. Huh? Hey, we got lights here. Can you believe it? Maybe we have more lights. Let's see. Depends on, you know, we measure like how much bhava. Then more lights will come on. So then, at the end, I said, you know, my name is Naveen. What's your name? So the truck driver said his name. And then a cop said, my name is Krishna. And we were all laughing. Because it was funny. Huh? It was funny, isn't it? Yeah, it was funny. So if you want to have excitement in life, then engage in Harinam Sankirtan. Go out and chant and dance and share prasad and share your bhava with others. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. There will be people who say, I had a very conservative elderly gentleman today. Have you met conservative German gentlemen? Well-dressed, well-behaved? They just look at you, they know you're not from here. I'm not going to talk to you. Huh? But I know his language, so, you know. So then I show him the book, and at some point he says, were you guys on TV? I said, yes. He said, really? Okay, I saw it. I said, good. So now you can also read about it. So this is for you. You can have this. You'll be surprised. People are looking. Have you seen how many people are running through town every day? What are they looking for? They're looking for beauty. Huh? They're looking for money. They're looking for power. They all want to look buff, right? Strong. Huh? They want to look beautiful. They want to look smart. So what are they looking for? Krishna. Krishna is Bhagavan. He's the one who has all these things in full. Krishna is the most beautiful, the most intelligent, the most famous, the most strong, the most wealthy. And what's the sixth one? Why is renunciation and opulence a bhaga? Bhagavan, the possessor of all opulence. Why is renunciation and opulence? Because if you can say truly, Kichu lagbena. Anybody? Bangla? Bangla bolche? Shob jani? Okay. Huh? If you can say, Kichu lagbena, I don't need anything. I'm good. Santusht. I'm okay. What does that mean? Nobody can bribe you. Nobody can corrupt you. You're good. You're fine. Huh? You're okay. That renunciation is an opulence. Have you come to that state yet? Not quite. Work in progress, right? Inconvenience caused regretted. Huh? So Krishna went out to take the calves out to pastures. And a lot of things happened. I'm not going to tell you all the stories because there's a lot of stories that happen. But one day, there was a big serpent, Aghasura. Because Kamsa, he was afraid. He heard that the eighth child of Vasudeva and Devaki is going to kill him. So he wanted to make sure that he can cover all the bases. So he sent Putana, but she got killed. He sent so many others. So Aghasura was a big serpent, huge serpent. And he lay down in Vrindavan, in Braj. He opened his mouth wide, gapping wide, all the way up to the clouds. Now, the cowherd boys, what do boys want to do? Exactly, nothing else. Boys want to play. That's all there is. That's all they live for. So they thought, okay, it looks a little dangerous, looks a little scary, but let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Because they're boys, right? So they just walk straight into Aghasura. And Krishna is a little perplexed. Why is Krishna perplexed? Krishna is omniscient. He knows it all. Why is he perplexed? Any idea? I know you know, but give them a chance. Why can God be perplexed? If you know everything, there's no more fun, right? So then what happens? You have your Jnana Shakti. Gyan is there. You know it all. But then your Lila Shakti, the potency of pastime, supersedes the Jnana Shakti and says, okay, we forget everything and let's just play. Huh? Can you do that sometimes? Or you always remember, I'm an engineer, this is where I work, this is how much money I make. Huh? No, because there's no rasa there. Rasa is very limited. If you want to have more rasa, then you have to forget certain parts of your, it's not your identity, it's an upadi, it's your identification. You can change your job, you can change your career, you can change your education. So many things you can change. What can you not change? Atma. Atma, yourself. Your very self. That is not changeable. That is given. That is fixed. So, then Krishna, for a moment, he got perplexed. But then he also walked into Aghasura. Because Aghasura was keeping his mouth open. He was thinking, okay, I need to get Krishna. It's not enough to get the cowboys. I need to get Krishna. So when Krishna walked into the mouth of Aghasura, whoom, he closed his mouth. Now Krishna saw that all his friends were lying there unconscious because there was tremendous stench and very, very terrible situation in there because Aghasura has been eating all kinds of things. But then Krishna expanded himself and he actually burst through the head of Aghasura. And he came out through the head of Aghasura. And Aghasura died because Krishna expanded himself. So Aghasura, he just burst open. And the soul left the body and was hovering in the sky. Can we put on the other lights or it's not possible? We need tech support here. Any engineers? So then that soul of Aghasura came down and entered into Krishna's body. Entered into Krishna's body. So Krishna is so kind, he's so merciful that he gives liberation even to the demons. Just like Putana, she tried to kill Krishna. And Krishna was so merciful that he gave her the position of a nurse in the spiritual world. So Krishna's pastimes are very beautiful, they're very charming. Every day when Krishna goes to the forest to herd the calves and the cows, Mother Yasoda, she doesn't want to let him go because she's so attached to Krishna. And even though Krishna walks out, then she says, Krishna, come back. And then she's tightening his clothes. And again he leaves. And then she says, Krishna, come back. And Krishna comes back. What is it, Ma? And she's putting his turban proper. And again he leaves. And again, Krishna, come back. And she's checking, making sure he's okay. And then she's putting a little butter in his mouth because she thinks maybe he'll get hungry. Maybe it's not enough food till breakfast or till second breakfast, like that. Do you call your mom sometime? Yeah? You do that? Good. Good boys. Good boys. Now, what does your mom ask you? What do you eat? Do you have warm clothes? Do you have socks? You can tell them, Mom, I'm making 2 crores, I'm okay. I'm fine, right? I'm okay. I got a wife, I got kids, I'm okay. No, mom has to do that. Why does mom have to do that? That is Vatsalya Ras, the ras of a parent. You have to worry about your children. You have to feed them, you have to protect them, you have to educate them. Otherwise, you're not really a parent. So Krishna is enjoying all these rasa. He's got Dasya Ras with the people who are serving him. He's got Vatsalya Ras, he's got Sakhya Ras, and he's got Madhurya Ras. So all these rasas are there in Krishna. All of them. And you want to know all of them? It's a little more than we can pack into the next 20 minutes. How much time do we got? Yeah, 19 minutes, exactly. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, all these pastimes of Krishna, in all his avatars, are explained. Now I know you read a lot of books and you passed a lot of exams, but the great exam is the exam of life. People are doing daring things just to get ahead in life, to get a better job, to get more pay, to go to more countries, But are we really getting closer to our real objective in life? What is that? To overcome the repetition of birth and death, to actually attain our Swarup, our eternal form, in Goloka Vrindavan. So, Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam. This is the spotless Purana, and thus it is very dear to the Vaishnavas. In the Bhagavatam it is stated, Krishna svadhamopagate dharma jnana dibisaha kalaunashtam drishamesha puranarko dunoditaha, which means that when Krishna left this world 5,000 years ago, where did Dharma go? Dharma took shelter in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Krishna didn't leave because Krishna stayed behind in the form of Bhagavad Puran. So if you have Srimad Bhagavatam in your home, you have Krishna in your home. You can do arti, you can offer bhog, you can do prayers, you can do all those things because this is like Granth Sahib. This is none different from Krishna. Who would like to have a Srimad Bhagavatam in their home? Anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay. Please come see me afterwards, okay? Now, normally, this was very rare. Rajavidya Rajaguyam, Pavitramidam Uttamam, Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam, Susukam Kartumavyayam. What does Rajavidya mean? King of all knowledge, or the knowledge for kings. Any Saraswat Brahmins here? One? Okay. Yes. Sanati, yes. Absolutely Sanati. All Sanati, yes. All Bhaktas. So in Kali Yuga, the good thing is, Kaler Doshani De Raja Nasti Heko Mahad Gunat Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Parambrajet. That simply, I was in Udupi. Do you know Udupi? Yeah? You fly to Mangalore. Not Bangalore, but Mangalore. And then you take the bus up. And you go to Udupi. And I was there in front of Krishna Mat. Beautiful place. Every day, Rath Yatra. Every evening. Beautiful. Nice Krishna deity. Nice prasad. And I met one Pandit. And he had dhoti, utariya, big sika, big tilak, big books, and 12 students. And they were walking. And I stopped him. And I said, Hare Krishna. And I gave him a small book. And all the students said, what is this? These are Pandit, these are Guruji. So he looked at me and he said, what is your qualification? Do they ever ask you that? What is your qualification? Now I wasn't sure what was he meaning, you know. I couldn't fully, in the first moment I was a little shocked. So then I was thinking, okay, what do I say? What do you say when you don't know what to say? Have you ever been in this situation? Yeah, but Hare Krishna he already knows, but he wants to hear something else. What is your qualification? That can mean, what is your education? What is your gotra? Which place you come from? What is the reason you're here? Why you're talking to me? All these things. So what do you do if you don't know what to say? You already said it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You say a little prayer inside. Do you know the power of prayer? The power of mantra? You say that little prayer, you say, Krishna, I need a miracle right now. Have you ever been in such a situation? I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. But Krishna, you can do the magic. So please, give me the right thing to say. Because this person, he cannot be impressed by anything that I will tell him. So there was that little moment of silence, that moment of truth. And I said, Gopi Partha Parakamalayor Dhasa Dhasa Nudasa. Which means that I'm simply trying to become the servant of the servant of the servant of the gopis who are serving Srimati Radharani, who is serving Krishna. And he started smiling. And he went into his dhoti and he went like this. And he took out 10 rupee and he handed it to me. And he said, good boy, keep going, good work, ekdom, okay? So initially, tension. At the end, bliss, okay? So when things get tense, what do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But for that we have to have that faith, that Shraddha. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kohe, Sudrida Nischoy, Krishna Bhakti Koila, Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. If you have the firm faith, what firm faith? Krishna's got my back. Masuchaha. Don't be afraid. It's okay. It's okay. You're good. Krishna's got you. He's got you covered. Don't be afraid. Have you ever been fearful? Have you ever been fearful? Have you noticed how fear is not a good friend? Fear does make you do stupid things. Huh? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. You have heard of these fellows? You have heard of them, right? So the bad guy is not Russia, not America, not Switzerland, not Pakistan or Bangladesh. Who is the bad guy? Avidya, ignorance. And what is the antidote? Vidya, Shastra. Huh? So, the next full moon is Bhadra Purnima. And in the Bhagavatam it says that if you give this gift of Bhagavatam on Bhadra Purnima, you go to Goloka. Who likes to go to Goloka? Haribol. Haribol. Goloka. Kijai. Yes, we want to go there. So, give yourself this gift. Charity starts at home and then give it to others. I was 15 years old going to a boarding school in Switzerland in the Alps, and I saw this book in my school library. Actually, first my friend in arts class, he had a Bhagavad Gita, and he was drawing a picture of Srila Prabhupada, of our founder, and I was drawing a picture of of a Lama. And I asked him, what is this book? And he told me a thing or two. I said, can I have it? He said, no, you can't have it. I can show it to you, but you can't have it. Now what happens if you tell a 15-year-old you can't have something?
He wants it.
Huh?
He wants it.
He not only wants it, he will get it. He will figure out how to get it. So then I found this book in my school library, and I started reading, and it was really amazing. A really amazing concept. You see this here? Huh? Chintamani prakarasadma sukalpa vriksha. Huh? All the spiritual world started manifesting just by reading Bhagavad Puran. So then I wanted to have all these books. So the devotees brought the books to me, and I didn't know what should I give them, because this is, what's the value of this? If somebody would give you the cure for all the problems, war, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, huh? How much was it worth? Priceless, exactly, priceless. Huh? So I didn't know what to give him. So I gave him all the money I owned. I gave him $500, which now is about 1 lakh, with inflation. So he thought, he's a school kid, he doesn't have any money. So he brought me second-hand books from the library. But he didn't know I was working 3 jobs. I was distributing a weekly newspaper in my neighborhood, and on weekends I was a flower delivery guy for a flower store, and once a month I helped my friend's dad with recycling. He was in some, bottling manufacturing plant, so we did aluminum recycling. So all the money that I'd saved up for the past 2 years, I gave it to him. Now, I'm almost 60 years old. I got 3 grown children. I built a school. I planted a few trees. I've been to a few places. I've done a few things. But I can guarantee you, this is the best investment that I've made in my entire life. Right now, you may not have all the money or all the options in the world, but you have a great opportunity, which is to invest in yourself, because what you do right now will be the foundation for whatever you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. And that means you take time out. I know you're busy. You got a boss to please, and a happy wife, happy life, right? And a few kids, and a few aspirations, and a few relatives. But if I don't create new samskaras, and I expect other types of scenarios, then I'm in Maya. I'm in illusion. So please take this opportunity. Normally, this set goes for 360 euros, but because today is Krishna Janmastami, we're giving it out for 250 cost. No profit. Okay? You get the idea? And we have it in English, in German, in Russian, Hindi, Bengali, Kannada, Tamil, Swahili, Chinese, Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, and all of those. More than 60 languages. Why? Because Srila Prabhupada, our founder, every night he got up at midnight and he translated 6 pages. When is the last time you wrote 6 pages? It's been a long time, right? It's been a long time. And over 14 years, he wrote 80 volumes of books. He sacrifices sleep to give us this. But we're a little too busy. We're a little too busy playing games, scrolling through the galaxy, making bleak plans and big dreams. But we don't have context. And that's why we're not really getting ahead. We're not really going anywhere. What is the first rule of business? Mind your own business. As long as you're working for the boss or for the man, you're never going to go anywhere. Who do you rather work for, Krishna or the boss? That doesn't sound very convincing. But what does Krishna give you? Everything, yes. Because Krishna is Bhagavan. Huh? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Parthadanurdara, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. If you are Krishna on your side, you're good. You got everything. You don't have to run after this one, that one, the other one. No need. Huh? If you know the emperor, do you have to bribe the cop? No. Do you have to worry about the tax man? No. No, you're good, right? So, this is a wonderful opportunity. We got 7 minutes. So right now, what we're going to do is, I would like to know from you, who would like to get a set of Srimad Bhagavatams? Anybody? Now I know you got all the Harry Potters and all the Lord of the Rings and all the Star Wars and all those things. Huh? Why not get Srimad Bhagavatam? Now we did this just a few days ago in Guyana, and 28 people took a set. You can also sponsor it for some relative or some friend. Do you have any friends? No, no friends, right? Too much work. Huh? So, who would like to get a set of Srimad Bhagavatam? Anybody? Already have, wonderful. So why don't you make a gift to somebody? Huh? To a friend. You already have 2. That's great. Get a 3rd one. Okay, you come see me later. Questions, comments, or reflections? We got 6 minutes. After that, they're going to kick us out. So, no, they're nice. They're not going to kick us out. There will be Artig and Kirtan. Yes, please.
Hello. Yeah, my question is like...
Hello doesn't work. You have to say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare
Krishna.
Bol.
Hare Bol. Now people pay attention.
So,
Mantra technology.
Yeah. So, I like to do chanting and everything
Yes.
on daily basis, but I am not able to give time to read Bhagavad Gita. I already have.
Yes.
I covered half of them, but it already took like almost year and more than year.
Thank you for your honesty.
But the thing, most of the time I do work and go and busy
Sure.
in work and improving myself on skills.
Yes.
So like if I'm going to the work and I'm going through train.
I got the
and
idea.
Can I use? Can I
Sure.
read the Bhagavad Gita on the way?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Absolutely. So, have you ever felt you don't have enough time? Anybody? Would you like to get an extra hour in your day? Yes. Okay, all the others, close your ears, okay? I'll give you 1 extra hour right now. You take your alarm clock and you set it 1 hour earlier.
I did not complete it actually. So, is it good that we can read Bhagavad Gita anywhere?
I
Or
got it. I got your question. Utsaha is good. Nishchayat is good, but you need dharya. You're a young man.
Yes.
You need patience, okay? My guru sent me to San Francisco to open a temple. I said, why? He said, it's important city you have heard of. Apple, Google, Facebook, all that stuff, all there. Huh? 5 lakh desis. So, and then at the end he said, it's important place. and you will learn patience. And I said, patience? You're joking, right? How hard is it? You look at the listings and you rent a place and there is your place, right? No, it's not that like that. You need patience. Your answer will come, my friend. So first of all, how do you get to reading? You have to have time. You have to make time. You prioritize your time. Huh? I was in Govardhan doing Govardhan Prikrama in the night because in the day it's too hot sometimes. And there was about 5 youngsters. They were running, athletics, no shoes, barefoot. So I asked them, why are you running? It's a little unusual hour to run in the middle of the night here. They said, we want to get on the cricket team. We want to make it. So they're sacrificing their sleep to make it on the cricket team. Now, for those of you who have busy days and you have children, you want to read, it happens before the kids wake up. After that, game over. You noticed? After that, it's playtime, right? And you can say as much as you like, I'm doing home office. They don't accept. Not acceptable, right? So, it's before the kids get up and when the kids go to sleep. And also when you're on the bus or on the train, not while you're driving, okay? Okay? Stay focused. Because you need a little more time to read and to study. But we do what we do because we have taste. If you have rasa, if you have taste, you want more of that, right? So, I told you a few stories, I told you a few shlokas. It all comes from Bhagavad and Gita. Now, you may say, I'm busy. Okay. If you want to get something done, ask a busy man. Not the guy in the park, you know, with the beer bottle, but the busy man. He can get things done. Can you read 1 shloka a day? It's possible, right? Gita will take you 2 years. Bhagavatam will take you 46 years. You can do it, but you have to start today. Okay? Discipline. That means success. 2, constantly keep on doing the right thing. Other questions or comments? It's all about rasa. You see the rasa? You see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes. That's it. The children will teach us. They will teach us. But you have to pay attention. You have to be conscious. So how do you become conscious? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Here on the altar, there's not Radha Krishna, it's Gaur Nitai. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. Balaram Hoila Nitai. So Balaram came as Nitai, and Radha Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling in South India, he was in a town called Kurmakshetra. Who has been to Kurmakshetra? Very nice place. And there was one Brahmin, his name was Kurma. And he said, hey, I like you very much. I want to join you. You're my Guruji. I'm going with you. Let's go. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, Yare dekho tara kaho Krishna upadesh, amara gai guru hai tara e desh. That no, you don't come with me. You stay here in your desh. This is your desh. You stay here with your family and you do Krishna Kirtan here. Krishna upadesh. And in this way, it doesn't matter. Grihe tako, vane tako, sadahari bole dako. Whether you live in the forest or in the city or on the mountain or under the sea, if you keep on doing sadahari bole dako, then everything is good. You're good, okay? So never stop chanting, never stop reading, and don't worry about how many zeros are behind, because Ekala Ishvara Krishna, Arasaba Britya. You need Eka. If you don't have Ek, all the zeros are Shunya. It's nothing. Put Krishna in front and you'll have plenty. There is no scarcity. There is no want. So we should every day ask ourselves, why am I here? What is my purpose? And how can I be part of the solution? How can I help others? Who here likes to eat? I know today's a fasting day. So what do you like to eat? What's your favorite food? Halava. How much halava can you eat? 1 plate? 2 plate? 1 bucket? I just came from Copenhagen. One boy said I can eat 20 samosas. He wasn't Danish, he was Polak, you know, he was a big guy. He said 20 samosas. I was impressed. So, how much halava can you distribute? Our capacity for enjoyment is limited. Our capacity for service is practically unlimited. You want to have more enjoyment? You want to have more fun? You want to have more meaning and purpose in life? Join the service, the seva. There's plenty of seva. As you've noticed here, this is not Adbhut Mandir. This is not like the big, spectacular temple. This is your little German neighborhood church. You want a big mandir? You want something more? Then help. It's seva. And yes, we need engineers. We need designers. We need everybody. Yes, exactly. And that's where all of you come in. Because this is not just a once a year, okay, Krishna, all right, I'm here, all right, I'll see you next year, okay? We're cool, right? We're cool. Because this is called, you're okay, I'm okay, this is called Shantaras. You're okay, I'm okay. How much rasa is there in that? Not much, right? You want real ras? You got to get into sevak mode. At least be in dasya ras. Okay, what can I do? Kinkara, kim karo. What can I do? There's plenty of things you can do. And you're intelligent. You'll figure it out. You see something that needs help, something that needs attention, something that needs fixing. I'm a guest like you. Tomorrow I'm in Cologne. The next day I'm in Hamburg. Then I'm in Berlin. Then I'm in Singhachalam. Then I'm in Munich. Then I go to Ukraine. So I'm just, you know. But if you have this attitude of asking 2 questions. Number 1, and I'll leave you with this. What is the lesson? And number 2, what is the service opportunity? You will never run out of meaningful things to do. Shri Krishna Janmastami ke. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ke. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, that's enthusiasm. Jai. That's utsaha. You need to have utsaha. You can train technical skills in 3 to 6 months. If you don't have utsaha, you're flat. It's not going to happen. Where do you get your utsaha from? Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koi, Lavamatra, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. You need to hang out with the sadhus. You need to hang out with these little guys. You have to be around with children because they still have utsaha. They still have enthusiasm. They're not like us old people. How do you know that you're old? When you come into a room, you look, where can I sit down? Or you start talking about the weather, you know. That means you're old. Because young people don't do that, you know. I can sit anywhere, can eat anything. So there's a lot to learn. So I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of your heart that you came all the way from far. This is far away from Mayapur. This is far away from Vrindavan, from Jagannath Puri, from Kurmakshetra. But he came all the way out here to Heidelberg, to Germany, into the woods to celebrate Krishna Janmastami. So this is Maha Utsava. This is the great celebration. And we'll be going on till midnight, but depending on your patience, on your dharyat, you stick around for as long as you can and chant and dance and feast and pick up as many books as you like and make other people fortunate. There's so much to offer. Srila Prabhupada oftentimes mentioned, and that is my last point, that if you're a giver, everybody wants you. If you're just a taker, people don't really appreciate you that much. Have you noticed how immigration policies are tightening up and people are getting like, all that thing? Prabhupada said the difference between me and most of the people is I came here to give. I didn't come here to take. You have a great wealth. You have great adhikar. You got good DNA. But Don't try to become a German or a Swiss or a Videshi or an American. But cherish what you have. If you want to share it, you have to cherish it. Otherwise, people won't really be impressed. They won't really be convinced. They take one look at you and they go like, hey, why don't you go do your own homework, you know? So, thank you very much for your patience, for your kind attendance, and keep going. Don't get discouraged. There's a lot of things that are going wrong in the world. Kalir doshani de rajan, it's an ocean of faults. If you come to this point of the human form of life, Brahmande Brahmite Kona Bhagavana Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai Bhakti Lata Beach. You've already cried an ocean of tears. How many tears in an ocean? Approximately. A lot. Unlimited. Yes, correct. So, but now, Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai Bhakti Lata Beach. You've gotten this bija, this seed. Okay, let me try. Let me read a little Bhagavat. Let me do a little seva. Let me do a little something for others. Not just I, me, and mine. Do you know I and me and mine? Have you met these three fellows? Yeah? It's a small world. You want to grow your capacity? Team up with Krishna. Team up with the Seva team here. We have people here from Russian, Ukrainian, German, Kazakhstan. He's from, I believe, Israel, right? No? We have people from all over the world. And it works. Why does it work? Bhakti. If you have bhakti, everything works. Krishna, he is Partha Sarati. He's driving the chariot for his devotee. Because if you have bhakti, you're happy to do any seva. The Supreme Lord, Bhagavan, he's the chauffeur, the driver for his devotee. That's love. That's bhakti. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. That's what I'm talking about. 108 points for the gentleman with the black Spider-Man cap. Is that a Spider-Man cap? That is a Spider-Man cap. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you very much. The books are available. The Sangha is available. The Seva is available. You figured out how to get here. You take it from there, okay? You need any help, any assistance, you got plenty of people who you can discuss. Have your samvad, have your questions and answers. And don't expect all the answers to come from outside. Upadrashnamantascha bharta bhokta maheshwara paramatmeti chapyukto deheshmin purushakvara. Krishna will give you the answers in your own heart. You know what's good for you. Jiva is smart. You're Sat Chit Ananda. Nothing but that. Sat Chit Ananda. Atma. You know that? No one can touch you. Would you like to become a superhero? No, you're already too old, right? These guys want to be superheroes. But we're already cool, right? We got to figure it out. So get excited by Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, Maya Sukha, Chapal Sukha, will keep you excited about other things. Amala Jala Jala, Jivana Talamala. How safe is a drop of water on a lotus leaf? How safe? Not very safe. How safe is a tekiwala here in Heidelberg? Not very safe. But if you're with Krishna, nobody can touch you. So thank you, and keep going. And let's expand the Sangha. Let's expand the Katha. Let's expand the gratitude and the charity. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.